What's up, guys? Welcome back to my garage. I hope you guys are all well today. We're going to be continuing with Ray's pickup truck. We are converting it to a everyday runner, everyday driver. He did have this flatbed on it. We did take that off and we begin to assemble a new bed for him. We have to assemble it, paint it, clear coat it, polish it, and like I said, in between episodes, I was going to paint, clear coat, and polish, and that's what I did, as you guys see here. Now, I will say I did have some issues. If you guys see here, the clear coat didn't work well in this area, and it didn't want to paint or clear coat there. Some of these inner panels, parts of it, like there, it didn't want to clear coat. For some reason, on these inner panels, I had the hardest time trying to get them painted and clear coated in certain spots. I don't get it. None of these other panels at all I had any issue with, except for the inner panels. Now, we all know these inner panels, stuff like this, can be a pain on these trucks. So we're going to see how it looks once we get it on the truck, and then see if we can try to get things corrected when it's on the truck. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but let's get to work. We have a lot of work to do on this truck. We have to assemble the bed. We have to assemble the bed, like I said, and then we have to, add the trim and emblems, front bumper, rear bumper, some stuff, so that Ray asked us to do, so. Well, stuff that Ray asked us to do and paid us to do. Yeah, that right there is going to be an issue. And I don't know why it does not want to paint. I know last time I'm using the paint air compressor mod, but I also tried with the base game spray paint cans and clear coat. Still wouldn't work. So can't say it was a mod issue, because it's not. Because if it was, then the base game way to paint would work. All right, so let's get this side on. The outer panel sure is a lot of yellow, isn't it? Like I said, Ray calls this his lemon drop. Is that all? Okay. Must be it. You get that one there? Yeah. All right. Looking good. Let's grab a wrench right here, and I want to pull off these taillights. We do not need them anymore. Wheel door on. Gonna need our screwdriver. No. There we go. Pick it up, bud. There we go. Looking good. on this side. Looks pretty good, don't it? Put our rear bumper on. And I asked Ray what his license plates meant, because I thought I might have knew what they meant. And I was right. And he said it just stands for Ray's Junkyard. Or Ray's Junk. Or Ray's Junkyard. Makes sense to me, doesn't it? Hopefully it makes sense to you. I'm sure it does, though. Okay, let's grab some taillights. One more here. It's pretty good. I did also, last episode we clear coated after we painted over the letters. And I did polish. So that is all done. All done and dusted. Let's grab the tailgate trim. Looks good. Get the rear fender trim. I keep looking at the door. It's looking like the paint is a little different right here. Here it looks darker than the lighter, but that is just obviously like a shadow, something with the lighting in the game. I think it's a good time to throw on this front bumper, and then we can put on our hitch. Looks pretty good, I think. And then we'll have to put on the rest of our badging. Have to stick our head through here. Just bolt that hitch to the frame. And actually, he said he wanted to keep this drop hitch on it, just in case at some point he wants to raise the truck. He doesn't want me to do it right now. He wants to keep it stock ride height. But he said he can always take this drop hitch off and just put the hitch right up here. But he said just to install it with the drop hitch right now, and if he needs to change it, he will. I said easy enough. Less work I have to do. We'll put that back up there later. You never know. We might want to use it again at some point. Let's grab the hood emblem. Well, we were going to grab the hood emblem and put it on. There we go. That looks real good now. I do like my Fords. I would say that Fords are have always been my favorite make of vehicle. I like Chevys too, but, you know, I'm more partial to my Fords. And he did forget one thing, and Ray did call us after he dropped all this stuff off. And he's like, you know what? I forgot the side trim that runs down the the bed panels, the side of the bed panels. He said, "Could you buy those for me and install them?" And I said, "Yeah, why not? You paid us pretty dang good for this job, for putting the bed together, painting it, and doing the wheels that we're gonna do for them. He paid us 20 grand, so I would say that's pretty good. We can buy the trim for him to go down the side." I think we need the long, if I'm not front, left, front. Which one is it? Could be wrong here. Nah, there we go. There we go. That looks good. They're only $56 a piece. Not a big deal. Yeah, not sure why he wants the big mirrors on there, but like I said, it's his truck. He gets what he wants. So now, let's bag up some floor jacks. Let's put his truck up in the air. Doesn't really raise the rear much, does it? We might have some issues. We'll have to see. Let's see here, though. We need a wrench. There's one tire. There's two tires. And then we have to take off these heavy-duty hubs. All right. There we go. Let's pull this front one off. We have to pull off this front heavy-duty hub. He did say he wants these tires and the hubs back, so we cannot keep them. Kind of sucks. I would have liked the tires. I don't care too much about the hubs, but some extra tires would be nice to have. Yeah, we're gonna have an issue here because we need the rear lifted up. How are we gonna do this? Do I have anything to lift the rear up with? Don't know. Probably would have been better if we would have put this on a lift. I wonder if we do this, if we could do this. All right, let's grab a tire real quick before it wants to come back down on us. I think it did. Yep, it did. We were slow. We would have had everything all set up. We would have been good to go. Give me my tire. We're just slightly slow. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Dang it. It's doing something the game does not like. There we go. We got her. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I flew in the air. Maybe I jumped over that? I don't know. Let's get these tires from underneath the rear. Right. No, you come back out here. Nice bias ply. I think they should have air in them. Yeah, looks like it. He said they were filled. He being Ray. If you guys haven't caught on yet, this is Ray's truck. Man, it's getting dark out here again. Days go by so quick in this part of the world. I keep saying it, but it's the truth. All right. Looks pretty good. Now we got everything basically done. We just got to load all the hubs and tires up in the bed of the Ray's truck. I think it's time to hit the hay. I'm tired. Moon's coming up. Look at it. Coming up pretty quick. So, let's shut things down and get some shut-eye. All right. Another day. Another penny. That's how the saying goes, right? I was going to try to correct some of that there, but if I break out the paint, I'll have to paint and clear coat a lot of this stuff again over here. And then I'll have to get out the grinder and everything. It's just not worth it. Just for that little bit. I mean, if I could have painted it, I would have. So I'm not just saying it just to not do it because that makes no sense at all. I did all this other stuff. Why wouldn't I do that? Nice long bed here. That's really nice. You can put a lot of cargo in here. Yeah, I like the yellow and white. Looks good. Me like it. That can go there, and then we'll bring this one on in. Yeah. It would be nice to have been able to keep these. These are nice rims and tires. I think this truck turned out pretty nice. I would have to say so. Just admiring our work. Came a long way. Alright, he said he didn't want this flatbed back, so... But he wanted his tires and hubs back. So... That is a good floor, so... I think we're gonna... carry it around back here, and we're gonna just store it in the back. Because you never know, at some point, maybe this might come in handy. I'm not gonna give it to Steve, but I am gonna take a lot of these other parts and that engine to Steve to sell. And at some point, I still have to settle up with little Louie for that motor, that i6 motor we put in the wagon. And you guys won't believe what I spent on that rebuild engine. $1,100. Yeah, $1,100 for that engine. For a rebuild engine, which really, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Really not. Man, that's a good looking truck. I guess I'll mention to Ray if he ever wants to get rid of this truck, man. Oh, I might just buy it. It's a good looking truck. Single cab, long bed. What's not to like? What's not to like? I like single cabs. Ford single cabs, just looking good. It doesn't matter if it's a Ford or not, man. I like single cabs. All right, so enough standing around and, admiring our work. What we need to do is go get our wagon. So like I said in the last episode, Ray said just leave his truck down at the wagon and his wife will come by and pick him up, or come by, we'll drop him off at the truck down there, and he will take it back home with him. And then now we can go get our ride. Everything seems to drive well. Just testing out the steering here, making sure the new tires feel good on the front end here. Everything seems fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to park it right here, facing this way. I know it's facing the opposite direction, but it's facing this way. He can just pull right on out and head back home. I think it works pretty well. Good looking truck. One last look at it. That was a lot of work, though. A lot of work to paint. Painting now is a 3-step process where you got to paint, clear coat, and polish. It's a lot of work. A lot of work to paint now. Especially if you're not taking it to the paint booth or the service center. A lot of work. So, man, I got to do a build with some bias plies, I think. Man, these white bias plies look good, don't they? White rim bias ply tires. Hopefully this thing starts back up, and I see our tire is still inflated. Last time we had to inflate our front driver's side tire. So let's hop into this beast and see if we can get her back home. Oh yeah, fires right up. Fires right up. Little Louie seems to sell some good rebuild engines. Let's roll. Oh man, this thing is so loud. Dang, we need to wash our windshield. Maybe we should go get that pressure washer from Louie. Yeah, this thing's pulling to the left. We gotta look at the suspension on this thing. See if there's any body damage we can straighten out a little bit if we can. I know there's some we're not going to be able to. We'll just have to, would have to replace, but I don't think I'm going to replace any. This is just going to be a vehicle that we're going to just run around and beat the heck out of. But I would like to straighten out some body panels and do some suspension work on this thing, because the suspension is all. And that's about it. And some new tires. That's... Oh. Yeah, we gotta do some brakes too. Right there, we couldn't even stop. Well, we did stop. Not well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Go into my garage. Oh, I'm stuck. I am stuck. I was going to try to get a run at it and hit it, but let's see if we can push this thing out of here. Oh, no, we're stuck. We are stuck. Well, we're going to have to call in the big guns. Oh, man, that won't even work. See if we can get it at an angle. Yeah, there we go. What the heck? Get back in there, fuel tank. Alright. We may not be able to get up there with this thing. We may be in trouble. Let's see what we can do. There we go. This little i6 has some power in this little wagon. All right, so let me check the Earl in this thing. Should have checked it before I started it. Yep, it's still full. Yep, coolant's still good. Everything looks good. She's a nice runner. So, all right. I think get this thing lifted up in the air and... Is that tire flat? I tell you what. I know we need tires. We need them bad. What's this say? That will work just fine. So we drove it back here with a flat tire. Sounds pretty good to me. Hey, it made it back. That's all that matters, right? First car going up on the lift. Get up underneath there. Thing's giving me troubles now. this over a little bit. It was pushed over some. Let's see if we can get this thing. Oh, pushed it a little too far. Nope, too far. Hopefully everything in here doesn't freak out when I lift this up. We'll find out though, won't we? All right. Grab ourselves a wrench. We don't need those. Those can go to the garbage center. Car looked like it jumped there for a minute. Yeah, it looks pretty good underneath there, doesn't it? $44%. I can't get in here. Calipers shot, brakes are shot. Back to working on cars, man. Feels good. I know we worked on the truck, but it actually feels good to actually do some real work. I mean, not that that wasn't real work, what we did to Ray's truck, but... Man, this is bad. Look at that. That spring is busted. Busted up. Upper control arm. Lower control arm. Looks decent still. 40%. Yeah, I mean, it has a little bit of life left in it. Not much. Our handbrake cable is new, but we'll undo it there because we're going to be pulling out this whole axle. I don't know why we're getting that, but okay. The hand. There we go. Our diff is good. Oh, no, it's not. We'll buy a new diff. Our drive shaft is new, though. We know that. $53%. Get back up in there. Oh, man. Stuff is just falling out everywhere, freaking out. Gotta love it. We'll just keep this stuff over here. There we go. Instead of keep fighting it, we'll just let it fall out for now. Lower control. Is it going to mess with the lift arm? Nope. And there it goes. Falls right on out. Let's be this side. You going to let me over there, bud? There we go. I'm not going to worry about taking that out. We're just going to replace it. that hub. And the spring came falling out, so that's always nice. Fuel tank is new. Yeah, look at all that rusted out, but I'm not going to worry about the floor. Actually, the main floor in the car actually looks decent. So, all right, let's get our lad brought up. I don't think it's the lad coupe, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. The engine doesn't really matter in this situation, but I do want suspension. I don't want body. Let's grab ourselves a Differential. What's the cheapest one? 218. That might be the cheapest. Whatever the cheapest is, we're going with, because this car is not important. I mean, it is right now because it's our only wheels. It is important. We need to take care of it. If it wasn't important, we wouldn't be trying to get some work done on it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Get back up in there where you belong. Okay, so we need control arm upper, lower. We didn't even have a control arm rear, did we? Oh, we didn't. We need one of those. And yeah, those are hub 4s, aren't they? Yeah, we already bought them, so we're just gonna do with it and just get some old cheapo tires from Little Louie and put on there. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to put anything fancy on there. I might have put hub 5s if I would have thought about it beforehand, but I didn't, so there we are now. There's my ranch. It's the new one, yep. No. No. You gotta be kidding me. No. No. Alright. Let's try for the axle first then. There we are. Oh, calm down. All right. Front control arm could go right here in this area. There we go. Lower. We got to grab another lower. I think. Because this goes across the back, right? I'm not mistaken. Yep. I'm not mistaken. We only grabbed or bought one of these. So now we got to buy another one. Okay, grab our spring puller or spring setter. Where is our new diff? Right here. All right, that's all done up. We never loosened those. So I think that's everything for the rear. I mean, as far as suspension wise, we need to move to the brakes now. Brake disc rear 4. Oh, no, we bought the wrong one there. Since we just bought the fronts, let's just throw these over here to the side. And let's buy the rear. There we go. Simple as that. Looks about as good as you're going to get it. Let's play the check mark game. Okay, the rear is done. I guess we can put the rear tires back on for now. But we will be getting some. Oh, and then the emergency brake. Go. There it is. Rear suspension and brakes complete. I'm just going to take off the brake disc and the hub at the same time. That was already loosened up. That's not good. That means we were driving it around loose. You do it that way, you don't need your spring puller. What a genius I am. I mean, not really. There's our tie rod. We might need to lower this down. I just keep opening door after door. That's everything over here, I think. Maybe not. There's a bolt sitting on top of here. In here. Might be a smart idea. I'll lower this down. So we can get in here a little easier. Ah, the engine's on this one, isn't it? Yeah. We're gonna have to pull out the whole engine. You know what? You gonna tighten back up for me, or are you just gonna be dumb? Tighten. These won't tighten or loosen. There's our steering rack. Can I get these to tighten back up now? Hey, this side wanted to. What about this side now? This side does not want to. You know why? I loosened it up, and the problem is it won't loosen or tighten. It's because this piece probably is damaged and it doesn't want to bolt back up to it. So, might have screwed myself on that. Okay, so now we have to do a lot of work. So, now that we're going to have to pull out the engine. And the issue is we don't have any fluids here because once we pull out the engine, I'm going to have to add coolant again. Great. Oh well. Nothing can be easy, can it? There's our engine. Actually, let's take it and put it over here. On the engine stand where it's supposed to be. All right. Now, let's get this thing out of here. Cross member. But the problem is, it's not horrible condition, the cross member. But that piece, I bet you, is damaged. So, let's see if we can do any work with the hammer. We can't fix it. We completely fix it because we don't have any Bondo, and I didn't really want to do any of that on this car. I might just have to cut this piece out and repair it. All we can fix there. So this piece here cannot be repaired. Yeah, there's nothing we can repair over here. And I don't think putting this back on now is going to bolt back up. Nope, it's not bolting up. Over here it will, but over here it won't. Even if I get a new cross member, that will not matter. See? There you go. There's our new cross member. So what we're going to have to do is go deeper into this car than I wanted to or planned to. But I guess sometimes that's just how it is. I have to grab the cutter. Actually, first, I'm going to have to take off this. We're taking off this hood. This front-facing hood's annoying when you're trying to work on a car. I might just keep it off altogether and just get rid of the hood. I'm not opposed to that. That might just be a bolt for this fender. Yep, it was. I don't even know if that will go back on. No, it's so badly damaged we're going to have to... Man, I knew once doing this we were going to get into it, and then we're going to have to replace so many other things. I just knew it. So we're going to have to replace that fender. Now, can I get this cut out? Let's see. What other stuff do we have to take off? that might have loosened it up. Yes, it did. So we need a left front panel and a left front fender. And we need a welder. This must have been the reason why I didn't put the welder back in its place. Just didn't know it at the time. Okay, so there's no welds that show up there because it's damaged. Great, great. Man. Oh, do I worry about those welds there? Or do I replace this whole front? I don't know. We're this far in. Is that a screwdriver? No, that's a... So we need a front panel. A front panel? Is that our front panel? Does it say? Just front panel. That's front panel 1. I'm just going to go with it. Did I go up too far? Yeah. It looks fine to me. There we go. They showed up that time. That's good. What else do we have here? I don't feel like replacing anything else. I don't even care about the grill. Not necessarily necessary if I can speak. All right. Let's get this in here. All that coolant I just put in, that new coolant, threw away. Do I have anything left in that coolant bottle? Dude, I got some coolant right here. There can't be much in there, if any. Come on now. We'll try, man. I hope, man, even if there's a few drops to get us to Little Louie's store. Our 100% cross member. Now it bolts up. That's all fixed. Heck yeah, practically a new car now. Okay. Now what we have to do is buy all the suspension parts for the front. Like sometimes when you start doing something, you know, on a vehicle, it just, you know, that wasn't too bad, but sometimes, man, when you get into stuff, you just open a can of worms, don't you? And you just get deeper and deeper into it, and then you're like, man, I'm already into it. I just Might as well do it right. Up front 4. Steering rack. I think that's all right. And then I do want to check my steering rack to see how it is. You know what? While I'm here, I'm just gonna buy one. Probably could benefit from being replaced. Rather be safe than sorry, right? Out there and then lose your steering, and then you're in a whole heap of mess. I'm gonna have to lower it back now. A whole heap of mess. That's right. Right. We could turn some lights on in here, couldn't we? What am I thinking? Clearly nothing. All right. You get in there. All right. We'll just have to remember those when we lower it down. I probably won't remember. Just telling you the truth. There we go. Left. You guys watching, let me know if I miss any suspension parts on the front or rear. Because I could easily miss something. That's just how I roll. Where's my spring puller? There we go. Right in front of me. Let's grab this stuff here. Bag. So we don't have to make 2,000 trips back and forth. There's garbage out of our way. I tell you what, if you really enjoy working on cars, this is a game for you. To me, this is just enjoyable. Going at my own pace, just having a good time. There we go. That was a little difficult to get to for some reason. All right, let's get some tires on this thing. This back. What the heck was going on with my car out there? Car looked like it moved. Let's put this. I want to put some tools away so I don't lose them in all this garbage we got, parts we got laying around. All right, let's get this thing lowered to the ground. There we go. I didn't forget them. You thought I was, didn't you? Let's get our engine installed. All right. There's our fuel line. No, that's not our fuel line. We should have a new fuel line. Little Louie gave us a free new fuel line on the purchase of our engine. Where'd it go? I mean, I'll throw that up there. If we have to put that back on, we will. But I'd like my new fuel line, unless I put the wrong one originally on. Huh. Wouldn't think it's back here, but I could have kicked it around. Well, I'd rather have a new or next to new fuel line putting on there, but she'll do for now. Could buy a new one. But it's on there now. All right. Just trying to think, is there anything else we need to put back on this thing? Feels like I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting something? I want to see about the steering rack. See if I can get down in here. Well, that's hard to get to. That's almost a new wheel. Nice. Steering column would have lasted a little while, but yeah, we got a new one, so we're gonna replace it. Here we go. New steering column for us. This car should ride pretty good now. New suspension. It looks like it's riding pretty level. Let's buy a couple more body panels for this thing. I need our forward opening hood. Tube hood. Is there a hood that opens like a normal hood, like up instead of front opening for this car? I think I have a modded hood for this car, but I'm not sure. There's a hood. Let's type in hood, hood blower, hood rally. Tube hood. I don't know what a tube hood is. Hood rally. Let's just try that. No, dang it. Wasting money now. Hood scooped. I'm really wasting money at this point. Yeah, I for sure thought I had a hood that opened like a normal hood from back here. Up. Opened up instead of front. But I guess not. I guess not. Do we put the bumper back on or not? I guess we do. Put our new panel on. There we go. Good as new. Now that we wasted $300. Oh well. Things happen. Let's get this dang thing off the lift now. And I got one heck of a mess to clean up. And parts to take to Steve. That's probably what I'll do in between videos. So, let's get this thing out of here. Make sure she starts back up. Well, we got to think about some fluid. Hopefully, these still have the caps on them, so I'm hoping they got some juice left in them. But who knows? Yeah, because we're dry. We can see right down the hole. We are dry, so we should be good on our oil still. Yep, still full of oil. Let's see. Let's try to make this count. Yeah, I don't think these are full. They shouldn't be full. Even if we can just get one bottle in here, that would be good. That will get us to the over to the fuel station. Yeah, there wasn't much in there. Let's see about this guy here. Yeah, it's done. Nothing even came out. That just the lid was on it for no reason at all. All right, well. Dang, we got flat tires on this thing too. Could we try to make it to the gas station in this thing? Do we want to risk it? Because we don't know what's wrong with this. I just don't know if this is going to make it. I think we got a better shot. There is coolant in there. I think we got a better shot with our wagon. Oh, you know what? We do have fluids back here. What am I talking about? I forgot. Our Uncle Audie left us some fluids. So let's just grab a jug. That's all we need. And put in here. And then we'll just replace that jug that we took from back there. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about this. Heck yeah, Uncle Audie saves the day. Once again. Heck yeah. Why didn't you guys tell me those were back there? I forgot. Hey, at least we got a cooler hood on this thing now. There we go. It is full. So we don't necessarily need to go get any more jugs right now. We'll just remember at some point when we're out that we need jugs. So let's push this thing back a little bit. Oh, no, 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 no. I forgot the parking brake. See if she fires up. Oh, yeah. This thing runs like a champ now with that new rebuilt. There she is. All her glory with the radiator fan sticking out of the radiator. Doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Oh, I still needed a hatch door for that. That's something else that I wanted to buy. I got sidetracked with a dang hood. Is that called a door? Truck door 0. Tell me that's the only one, so I don't have to make another decision. There we go. Didn't want to waste any more money. There it is. Wouldn't be a typical NK My Garage video without losing my wrench 1,500 times. Just gonna do this crap. Alright. Want to play that way? I'll play your way. There we go. Get their way out here. Let's just throw that in the corner for right now. Yep, I'm going to have to load everything up. Actually, while we're here with the wrench. Oh, where are the bolts at? Bolts are going to give me a hard time, aren't you? Oh, is it in the center? Yep. Hey, I forget where all these bolts are sometimes. It's a lot of bolts to keep track of. There we go. This seat's decent. I'll actually keep it just in case for some reason we need it down the road. I doubt it, but I'll keep it. Be a seat out front, you know, you can sit down on if you want to. And then that gives us more room. Actually, we're going to take this out. We'll take this jack out. Come on, get in there and grab the jack. Come on. Why aren't you grabbing the jack? I want to grab the jack. There we go. Grab this out of there. We got 2 funnels. Nice. And then one more jack stand that we don't need now. We got plenty of them. I guess one more doesn't hurt, right? All of them. The rest of them are at 100%. That one's at 99 because we got it from the junkyard. So now I pulled that seat out. I can just throw everything when I'm ready. I can throw everything in the back of here. Got easy access because we don't have a window in here. Just reach in and out of the back hatch here. Easy access. So. This will be like our truck right now. We just throw everything in the back of the wagon. It's like our engine we're going to do. Like, let it freak out. I'm going to take the exhaust off. But yeah. You guys get the idea. Throw all of it in there. And I'll gather it up and take it to Steve-O. So. Alright, guys. Well, next time you come back, this garage should be clean. And we will see you next time. If you like this video, please leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, guys, we will see you later. Thanks for watching.